great to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Troy Trojans and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Missouri continues to compete in the SEC, finishing 8-5 last season, a bit of a down year, but they do have a talented young quarterback stepping in. Five-star recruit Austin Simmons comes in the transfer portal. See what Eli Drinkwitz is able to do with this young talented QB this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Ahmad Hardy, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Simmons on play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game?
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
They'll run it with Hardy. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll run the option. The pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Touchdown, Trojans! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers setting out their offense ready to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Lowers those pads. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. On the option. The keeper on the option. shows him the stiff arm. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The option look, and he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense
Could be an alley. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. On the move at the 30. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball. but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum, but keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Keeps it on first down. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Pulls it on the option. He'll toss it. He's out past the 35. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when...
Here's a little room there. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The option look. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Simmons on the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. Keeps it himself. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Maybe a crease. A tag. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recover. Scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll run the option. The keeper. Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Troy! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
On that 2-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense looks as if it's coming. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Simmons. This time on target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It's complete to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Simmons to throw. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires one high and deep. Goes high to pull it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 11 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Troy's head coach told me at the half, they are so frustrated with how they're performing right now. The third quarter has got to be a major turnaround for his team. He said, we've been composed all season, but right now we are not playing our brand of football. Ball security, communication, all been an issue in this hostile environment. He said the change has to happen right now. I'll let you know if they're able to turn things around down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Showing off the arm. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the option. He'll keep it himself. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Might have a chance. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively, you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time, nobody on defense had the answer.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Sends it back in motion. They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself, it's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
On the option. He'll do it himself. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it, and as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Now on the option. Now the toss. Creates a little room. They didn't even let him sniff it. Knocked him out of bounds well short of the first down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Throwing right. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Austin Simmons, the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Hardy again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again. .5 lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Here's Hardy. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now the pitch. There's some room. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the option. The option, he'll keep it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And the Trojans are marching down the field. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the option. The pitch. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The option look. He'll toss it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Good, solid tackle. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option. Doing it himself again. Got a little grass. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's a backbreaker for the defense, too, because it looked like they were doing everything right, trying to defend the option there on 3rd down. Dive man, no go. Quarterback can't keep it. It was the pitch guy they just couldn't get to in time. He's barely able to pick up the first, and now the defense has to face another first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick. And they do. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Again, it's Hardy. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good after the miss. Still an 11-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The keeper on the option. He'll pitch it. There's a crease. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the 4th quarter. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the pitch. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Goes to the option. Quarterback keep. Across the 25, he's got room. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.